film Battle Los Angeles, Earth is under attack by aliens, and it's up to one group of Marines to kind of stop it from happening. How far away are we from something like this actually happening?
Well, actually, Briana, I really believe that Earth was invaded a long time ago, even before human beings came into being.
They're here already!
I think that aliens have been here for tens of thousands of years, possibly millions of years. The chances of an alien invasion, I mean, let's assume that we were somehow seeded by an alien race millions of years ago, and we are those ETs grown up today. Let's say that alien race has a bitter enemy someplace. Yes, then it would be feasible for that kind of a war to take place.
In the event that something like this does happen, do you think that we have a strong enough military to fight off something unknown?
Well, here's what's fascinating. We have encountered flying saucers, presumably from other planets, other dimensions, other times. And guess what, Briana? We've shot them down. Even our own targeting radar back in the late 1940s was able to bring at least one UFO down over Roswell, New Mexico. So I think we do have certain kinds of weapons over it. And it also depends on the numbers of aliens that are going to be coming through. In 1952, we were able to perfect radar-guided rockets. Those radar-guided rockets and guided missiles actually brought 2 or 3 of these craft down, one of them in West Virginia in 1952.
But if you threaten to extend your violence, this Earth of yours will be reduced to a burned-out cinder.
How the aliens were represented in the film Battle Los Angeles, their appearance, what they look like, do you think this is something that could actually exist?
Well, you know what's fascinating about the way aliens were represented in Battle LA? Battle LA hits at 2 human primal fears. First of all, the aliens are insect-like. They're insectoids, so to speak. Human beings are terrified of insects as a rule for one basic reason. Insects have a hive mind. You can't stop them. What's the other fright to human beings? Robotic drones. Things that have no emotion, no sympathy, no compassion, no hatred, no love. So these 2 elements are combined to create the aliens in Battle Los Angeles.
The Battle of Los Angeles, which took place right here in 1942, what is your personal take on what happened?
Well, it's a matter of documented history, isn't it? That in February of 1942, there was a strange object right here on Santa Monica Beach floating through the sky. Now, was it a Japanese bomber or a Japanese surveillance plane? Well, let's be frank. It was going so slowly that it was below the stall speed of a military plane. Was it a balloon? Well, if it was a balloon, feel the wind. This is the same wind that was probably blowing that afternoon in Santa Monica. A balloon from the ocean would be blown over land. Didn't happen. It stayed in one spot and then was slowly moving at a steady speed northward. One step further, not only was the object illuminated by searchlights, but we fired thousands upon thousands of artillery shells at this thing. Well, if it's a balloon, either we have the worst gunners in history or they would have knocked it down. They didn't.